have with me today Catherine North of Academy of Healing Arts in Waiheke Island, New Zealand. Most beautiful place, or one of the most beautiful places on earth. Magic. Hi, Catherine.
Hello. Sylvia, how are you?
Good, good. So in this session, Catherine, we're going to be speaking about using soul power colour oils in therapy, and specifically with kinesiology, because your courses are accredited with the IKC, the International Kinesiology College Personal Development School.
Yes.
It's lovely to have you here again and to tell us more about your beautiful work.
Thank you. So I could start by talking about examples of how these colours have helped people and show you the colours. So we have one colour that we have is orange, and that's an orange. There's two forms that we can apply the colour. This one is oil on top of water, and it's made from flower energies, and they're colour coded according to the orange flowers, and also the watery part of the plant, the liquid herbal extracts. Also they have gem energies and a variety of different vibrations that match orange. And here we have it in a different form. This will evaporate into the aura. This has an oil base, this one has an alcohol base that will allow it to evaporate, and it goes into the aura and puts a bubble, in this case of orange, around us. Orange is a wonderful colour for healing any traumatic situation that we've been through on a physical or emotional level. And so the orange can help. This one is specific that we can put around children at night, and the caregiver can apply it around themselves as well. And that will help ease the issues that are behind bedwetting. And so many children that are bedwetters, we don't really know exactly why they're wetting the bed, but the orange will take out any trauma that the child is experiencing that that is causing any problems with bedwetting. And I had one little boy, not personally, but I had a client who was a public health nurse, and she had this little boy as a client of hers, and he used to soil his pants at school and wet the bed at night. And it caused many, many problems for that child, as you can imagine. So she bought the this orange, we call it a chakra light, and it balances the orange chakra, which is the chakra around the hip area where our small intestine and the bladder are, but also it is our one-on-one relationships area that chakra deals with. And it, this caregiver put it around the little boy. His grandmother was his caregiver. Put it around the little boy at night, and also around himself. And after a week, it just seemed like a miracle that he stopped soiling his pants at school and stopped wetting the bed. And when he went back on an occasion to visit his parent or parents, I'm not sure which one, but his mother, what happened was that he started soiling and wetting the bed again. And so they persisted with the orange, and in a few weeks it settled right down again. And the grandmother knew that the essence took away trauma, and she said to the nurse that when the mother was carrying that little child in the womb, she had been beaten by her partner, and that was possibly the trauma that would cause the problem, but that orange helped remove it. So it's very, very powerful. and it can be used on animals as well. I've massaged it down the spine of horses, and you can see their muscles quivering as you go down, and they release a lot of tensions that they hold from doing jumping and things like that, because it does affect their hips. And so I wondered whether it would also be good for adults. So in my classes, we apply this one, which is in the aura, up and down the spine very slowly. And people sit up and their back will go click, click into place. So it's very wonderful, the orange, very wonderful essence and colour. Yeah.
Colour is just so powerful. We have colour in our living, our day-to-day living every day, and we just accept it because it's there. But when you use it specifically and for an actual a concern that's happening, for it to be able to work in such a therapeutic way. Oh,
it's very powerful.
To learn more about it.
Yes. So talking of the orange, I was doing a soul power balance on a woman, and she chose the bottle that was the remedy identified was pink over yellow, but you can see it's a very pale pink. And the more pale a colour is, the more intense the vibration. And the thing about yellow and pink, pink is a light version of red. And the red and yellow, of course, make orange, but a very pale, intense form of orange. And I was working on a woman who was having a lot of menopausal problems. And this was the remedy colours that she chose because of the intensity of what she was experiencing. And so she applied it over her reproductive area, which is, again, that orange area over the hips. And she came back quite a number of times and replaced that bottle. And she used about 3 or 4 of them altogether. But they really eased her problems that she was suffering with menopause. So they're very wonderful. We also have pink. It's a lovely colour for loving energy and for creating harmonious relationships. And I have a personal story of my husband and I were having a difficult patch in our marriage, and I didn't know whether I wanted to actually be in that situation anymore, which was a bit difficult thing to be experiencing. Anyway, I had a friend who massaged me every now and then, and she came that day, and I got her to massage this pink bottle onto my body. I said, normally we just put a little around the area that's needed, and in my case it would have been the heart, around my heart, because it was my, my love energy with my husband. And she used the whole bottle on my whole body, which was very over dramatic. And my heart, at the end of the day, my heart started going very, very fast, and I ended up in hospital. And they had to keep me in overnight and stabilise my heart. Anyway, I went back home the next day thinking, oh my goodness, I've actually overdone it a bit with the pink. I've really wrecked my heart up to a point where it went berserk. And so what happened when I got back home, all those feelings of not wanting to be there and thinking, I don't know if this is right, my relationship was back to a beautiful, loving, harmonious relationship after that. And so for me, I've had quite a few experiences where colours help me like that, and it's really convinced me.
An absolute reset.
Yes. And I do recommend that people follow the instructions and just use a little on a particular area of the body. And if I had taken 3 weeks to apply it just slowly a little bit over my heart, I probably would not have had that reaction. So I often try to stress to people just a little and just put it over that area of your body that is needed. So yes, and pink you can spray in the spray form, which sorry, it's almost gone. You can see I use a lot of it. Into the room, and it will create a harmony of the people in the room. Wonderful, not just for at home, but also if you're going to meetings and you know it's going to be a difficult one and there's going to be opposing opinions, put the pink around in the room before everyone comes in, and the whole harmony of the group will be much better. And it's proved really wonderful for harmonious meetings in my case.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And just before this, Catherine, you were showing me one that was a beautiful green. What is that for?
Yes.
Because I'm aware that energy in the heart, the physical energy is often referred to as green and the spiritual energy is referred to as the pink, but you probably quite possibly have a different story with it.
Yes. So here is the green in the spray form, and also in the bottle it's got clear on the top. So this is green is often really good for, as you say, the heart. And I had an instance where I've had in the past some pain happened in my heart and I didn't know what it was. We called the ambulance, and the pain was really severe. And so we called the ambulance. My husband called the ambulance. And I said to him, look, while we were waiting, I said to him, would you get the green colour, please, and put it around me? Because I was just lying on the bed. I couldn't get up and do it myself. I didn't want to stand up. So the second actually, that he started putting that green on, that pain went. And it totally went. And when the ambulance came, there was no pain. My blood pressure was still a bit high. So they sent me off to hospital to get checked out, and they could find nothing wrong with my heart. But I'm sure that green stopped a major problem for me. And also my daughter, when she's got 2 children, they're grown up now, but when they were little preschoolers, she used to ring me up and she was beside herself stressed out with trying to handle the children and do other things that she had to do in her life. And I'd say to her, how about the green? And she'd say, oh, okay. And by putting the green around you, green is about space. It's like the green in nature where we have wide open spaces of green grass or green trees around us, and it's very calming. And so she learned to, whenever she was starting to feel stressed with the children, instead of yelling at them, she would get her green spray out and she'd feel calm again. And it's like, as a mother of preschool children, you have very little space to yourself. You're always looking after the children. It's a 24/7 job. And so putting the green on gave her her own space and allowed her to be relaxed and calm with them again.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Catherine, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring this to a close for this time, and then we'll make another video, and so with testimonials, and you might even mention some more about your oils on that. So thank you so much for this time, and this is one of 3 videos today. Thank you.